to turn it on.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. I didn't get any sleep yet again. I didn't go to sleep until like 10 in the morning.
Oh no.
Yeah, you might as
bro.
well be. You might as well be in Australia, honestly, because you're on Australian time.
I'm literally on Australian time. Like I'm an Aussie now. I mean, Pumpkin's already used to the time frame too because Pumpkin won't go to bed until I go to bed. So yeah, we're living our best life on Australian time. Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You didn't do a poll this time. Thank God. I hate this.
Yeah, I didn't do a poll this time. I literally just woke up and got a coffee. I was just like,
I'm eating chicken tendies and drinking a coffee right now. I feel you.
Oh, That's a combination.
Well,
That sounds great.
I had the coffee first, and then I was like, I'm hungry, and I gotta cook, and oh my god, we're going live at 6. I gotta run to the store, and I'm like, what's easy? What's easy? What's easy? Chicken tendies. Let's go. So,
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that pairs nicely with coffee.
well, it really doesn't, but it's the best I got right now.
Because we were just talking about coffee before we went live, and I was like, "Hey, McDonald's coffee is actually pretty good now." And yeah, Bunny.
Okay,
Sorry, I
Bunny
ruined
ruined it. No. We're not going to let you slide on this one. Okay?
I'm sorry.
Bunny ruined it. Tell him what you said, Bunny.
I said, our McDonald's, their coffee tastes like feet. And then I said, we all know what feet taste like. But,
No,
you
the
know.
fuck we don't. No, the fuck
Apparently
we don't.
don't.
I don't know what
No,
feet
don't.
taste like. I hate feet. Oh my god. Don't touch my feet. Don't look at my feet. I'm not looking at your feet. I'm not touching your feet. No.
Yeah, they taste horrible.
Well, I wouldn't know that, Bunny. It's like people when they say beer tastes like piss. How do you know what piss tastes like?
How do you not know? Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Wait a
Bunny.
minute.
Oh my god. Oh
You
my
gotta
god.
try anything once, twice if you like it, and 3 times just to make sure, you know?
Oh no.
Oh.
Bunny, I disavow you. I love you. I love you with all my heart, but I disavow the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'd be the one to survive the apocalypse, though, because I'll be surviving on nothing but feet and piss.
Well, I mean, you know, you get hydrated by pee, so I mean, just saying.
Yeah, see?
It's a last resort thing you can do in the desert or something like that.
Yeah, those people saying piss is sterile. I'm like, you have to do a whole bunch to it for it to be sterile, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
All right, so today we got some news. It's nothing really deep or anything like that, but we have news, and then we're gonna react to Tom Dark's video about leftovers.
Hell yeah.
And it's a really good video. Yeah, that's the video I tweeted out that I encourage people to watch because it was really good. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. I just know that there's been some conflict and now apparently they're broken
Yeah.
up. I have no idea.
Yeah, I
So-
don't really know what happened. I'm
Well,
excited.
I haven't watched the Willie Mack video yet. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
But oh my god, I'm almost about to choke. Okay, but from what people
Well,
told me,
no.
watching the Tom Dark video and then watching the Willie Mack video, it kind of puts it together.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's that. So let's get through the news and then we'll react to the video.
Sweet.
Okay, so apparently Zoe Kravitz debuted her $550,000 engagement ring at Halloween party with Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
$550,000.
This isn't like okay, no, like yeah, that's massive. But like also finding out like just the other day that they were together, and then all of a sudden she's got like over a $500,000 ring, and I was like, what? Oh, okay, that's
Yeah, that's insane. That's a crazy. That's a lot. You know how much weed you could buy with that?
Oh my god.
yeah. Do you know how much feet you can eat with that?
I was about to say
Yeah.
the same thing!
Yeah, I could buy you a lot of toes.
$550,000, bro.
I'd be so scared I'd lose that. Like, what do you do if you lose it?
I'd be
Oh, they'll
scared
just
of
get
bending
another
it.
one.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Oh, I'd die.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
like life changing. That type of. Oh, that's
That
insane.
ring is more money. That ring is worth more money than I will ever see in my lifetime combined.
Right? That's crazy. For
That's
one
crazy.
ring?
For one ring.
Mm-mm.
Bullshit.
I'd be I'd be like, I'm going to lose this next week now that I know
I'm
you
gonna be
spent that much
honest.
money on
I'd
it.
beat my son's ass if he bought his fiance something like that. I'd be like, "What are you doing with your money?" Oh, I didn't see this one. Chris Brown is facing a lawsuit from a man who alleges that the singer struck him with a tequila bottle 3 times and continued to attack him while he was unconscious at a club in London. Okay, question.
Oof.
Are we surprised?
Nah, he's a 2 times rhythm and blues artist winner.
I mean, are we surprised?
No.
Chris Brown is known for being violent, and not just to Rihanna. He's known for being very violent.
I'm still laughing at the rhythm and blues. I didn't expect myself to say that.
Oh no, funny.
Rhythm and blues artist of the year. 2 times now. This is
No,
twice.
more than
That's
twice.
impressive.
More.
Oh shit.
More than twice. He has a violent past. He's known for like being like violent with people.
Yeah.
He's starting to look more and more like Pete Davidson. Like what's happening?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I don't know what he's got going on. I do like that hoodie though, I will say. But I don't know what he's got going on. I don't know. Chris Brown's been a piece of shit. I'm sorry. He's been a piece of shit. There's nothing else to say about him. Yeah, here it is right here. Here's this person said, "Where are all the people claiming he's not violent anymore?" Exactly. Where are they?
Yeah.
Because he's been violent. He's always been violent. Right? Ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? California Court of Appeals is not letting Tory Lanez out of prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. His motion for bail pending appeal has been rejected. Bye, bitch. Go to prison.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
Appellant has not shown that the Superior Court unjustifiably denied relief. No. I'm not reading all that.
Yeah, that's a whole bunch of jargon. But,
The order says Lanez currently stands convicted of a violent felony, which is a factor a court shall consider in determining whether the defendant poses a danger to the community. Then he shot a woman in the foot. Then there's the fact that Lanez isn't a U.S. citizen and faces deportation. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, where's he from?
Oh, he's from Canada. He's Canadian.
Makes sense.
Yeah, those Canadians aren't real. I tell Badwick that all the time. Also, according to appellant, the trial court denied his motion because appellant is a Canadian citizen, which is a factor to consider in determining his likelihood of fleeing. Although he has submitted the minute order denying his motion for bail on appeal in the trial court, he has not submitted the reporter's transcript of what hearing or other settled statement containing the trial court's reasoning. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Stay there, bitch. I mean, I don't know what else to say about Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is another one. Bye. Bye. And Meg Thee Stallion is doing so much better right now. Just saying. You didn't stop her, even by shooting her in the foot. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Keep him in American prison. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What is Blueface? What? I am so sick of Blueface. I am sick of seeing his name. I am sick of Blueface. Blueface caught cheating with 4 different girls on Jack Donut stream. Oh, my God.
I love how it's called Donut. Yeah, Doherty.
Doty. All right, whatever.
Hey! Yo! What? What's right?
Oh shit, he had 4 of them in there!
What the fuck? How is this real? He just had 4 of them in my bedroom. What, do I have to change my sheets?
What the fuck happened in there,
Do I have to change, what the fuck?
Were you in there fucking?
The maids just came. This man did nothing wrong.
Grace, what were you doing in there?
His flies still undone for fuck's
You guys see some cock?
Okay, so like I said with Chris Brown, are we surprised?
I find it so funny that he literally just proposed to his girlfriend and is in bed with 4 chicks.
I think
randomly,
Christian is right. I think that was all for show because Christian came out with that song with Lil Mabu, dissing him. I think it was all for show.
Yeah, it probably was. This feels staged to me. I don't know.
They're always fake. It's an IRL streamer. What do you expect? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprised. Piece of shit. Well, we're just going through all the pieces of shit tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
Speaking of another one. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Christian Rock joins Kai Cenat's jail live stream and says, "Can I get a fuck Blueface?" Okay, here we go. Let's see this one.
Get audio. I got audio. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Can I get everybody in the chat to say fuck Blueface? Can y'all hear me?
Oh
We're
shit.
testing the audio. No, we just trying to see.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it. Let's see. I don't think they can hear mine.
I'm cool with everybody.
The mic
I'm cool with everybody.
Copy.
Heal the world.
Copy.
I love everybody.
Fuck
Heal the world.
face.
I love everybody. I love everybody. I love everybody.
Yeah.
One, two. I love everybody. I love everybody. I love everybody. I love everybody.
Kai's like, you ain't putting me in the middle of that shit. No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Kai's like, no, you're not.
So, like, Kais and I actually did a little bit more with Krishan Rock. Like, they literally read through her book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did they read her book on the live stream, and then, like, made them all cry, apparently. Like, just like, what? Was it that deep? Like,
Huh.
so.
Was
I
it
don't
her
know.
book?
She wrote a book?
Yeah, it's her book. She wrote a book, and they were reading her book, and they all started, like, tearing up and crying.
Oh my God, I have to read it.
Yeah.
You know, who was it? One of you two put a before and after picture of her in the broad chat somewhere.
Yeah, it was Bunny.
It was you?
It was Bunny.
It was Bunny. Okay. She was so gorgeous.
Yeah.
She was
like actually
beautiful
really
girl.
pretty.
Oh my God, she was. Oh my God. Okay, Eva's back.
Yeah, my mic is doing the thing.
Oh, she was absolutely gorgeous. She really was.
And then she met him.
God, sad.
Like, is he really the reason why she went that downhill? Yeah,
I think so.
Apparently that's what people like in her life have said. Like it was when she met him, she just like went downhill and changed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta think she's still young. It's not like she a bitter old 30-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even think she's mid-20s yet.
Really?
No, I think she's only like 23 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really young.
Yeah.
Why is she looking my age? I don't understand.
Yeah, that's the point. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. She looks like she's 25, 26, 27. She's not even 25 yet. So she's still young and impressionable. Rough ass life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Barely 21? Damn.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Now this one brings up a very good question.
Okay.
All right. Former NBA player Joe Smith is not happy that his wife has an OnlyFans page. Okay?
Okay.
He is just now finding out about it.
Oh.
He didn't know she had an OnlyFans page. Watch.
Mm.
And she's recording it.
I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page.
Okay, hold on. Let me add the volume booster because you got to hear what he says, and he's kind of low because he's in the background. Hold on 1 second.
I love how he's like talking to her, but like facing away from her. Talking
Yeah,
to
because
her
he's
wall.
pissed. Because he's pissed. He can't
even
look at her.
Look at her.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
man.
mad. All right, I can just adjust it from that.
You reckon it's an OnlyFans promo, Faye?
That's
don't know,
what I
it could
was
be.
thinking, maybe, because that's a genius idea.
I mean, it could be, but it still brings up a good question, though.
Yeah.
It's stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you couldn't even talk to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, Keith.
So he's saying he's just now finding out, and she didn't tell him when he did it, when she initially started it.
Yeah, you can't do
That's
that.
fucked up.
Wait, no. Calm. But you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not
And he's saying, you recorded me? What are you doing? I mean, there's a lot of red flags here.
fucked up.
Yeah.
And we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad I'm just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
I'm your partner. You're supposed to come to me and talk to
Joe,
me.
I've been
feels
talking
real.
to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no
You knew
solution.
who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
Before,
we
yeah,
met,
before,
yeah, I
and
knew
I
that.
thought that I would never have to go
Man,
back
get
to
out of
anything
here.
like
I knew
this
that
again.
beforehand,
But
but not,
unfortunately,
no.
that's not the case
'Cause after
right
that,
now.
after that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously, it
Everything.
hasn't.
No, it had to. I had
Obviously,
to do something.
It hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keish, with that. It don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right, then. But now, okay.
No,
so-
I don't think
I had
this
to
is
find out
staged.
on the fly.
No, I
don't
don't
think
either.
so
This
either.
feels real.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay.
Wow.
And so? Whatever.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
so pretty and just, that's so nasty.
Look.
You can't do that.
Okay. Now, if you have somebody that you are with somebody and they already have an OnlyFans, you don't have the range to get upset that they are still on that OnlyFans because you were with them when they started that before they had started that OnlyFans before even being with you. You don't have the range of getting mad at them. All right? Your partner, and I don't know how many times I have to preach this, especially when married, but honestly, when you're in a relationship anyway, whether you're married or not, your partner is supposed to be your best friend. You are supposed to be able to tell them everything.
Yeah, if you're hiding anything from them, that ain't right. That's how I see
Exactly.
it. Like, if
Something's
you're having
up.
to hide it, you know it's wrong. Like, if
Exactly.
he told you he didn't want you doing it and then you go and do it anyway, that's the wrong part. Not the only, like,
The
sex
OnlyFans
working's
itself,
fine.
right? The OnlyFans itself is fine. I don't care about the OnlyFans part. But my thing is, like, remember how she said, you knew who I was when you met me. Yeah, then. So apparently they had a conversation and she stopped. Okay?
Yeah.
So if she stopped, if she started it again, I'm sorry. That's something that you're supposed to tell your partner.
Yeah.
They should know that.
You're not single anymore. You can't just make those decisions on your own, especially like when it involves something that is so like sacred to the both of you, and especially considering that he thought that it was over and you weren't doing it anymore. This literally feels like you're doing something behind his back.
Now, I will say this. Now, when she started it, she come to him and say, listen, I'm starting my OnlyFans again. And he goes, no. And she goes, fuck you, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, fine. At least you told him the truth about the OnlyFans. Okay, that's the argument between you and him about your body and what you can do with your body, whatever. All right, that's a whole different conversation that y'all need to have. But if she told him, but he wouldn't be able to pull, you didn't tell me about it.
Yeah.
I feel like there could have been other solutions rather than going straight to OnlyFans if she's got jobs and like he's a former NBA player. Like how hard up could they honestly be?
Well, you do know a lot of sports players run through their money once they stop playing sports because they're not taught not taught money management.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So like what she's gone to him about financial issues and gone, look, if we don't do this, blah blah blah, we need to find other avenues, and she's just gone ahead and done that anyway. Like I don't know. Like there's like, the autonomy of doing stuff with your own body and whatever, but at this point, like it's literally like going behind your partner's back.
Exactly. That's why I said, exactly. That's why I said, like, if she started it and she goes, look, I started my OnlyFans, or I started an OnlyFans, and he goes, no, and she goes, fuck you, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, well, that's a conversation for them to have, but at least she was truthful in telling him that she started the OnlyFans. You know? I mean,
do you reckon they're going to get a divorce or something? Yeah. Because he looked like it was kind of like he was like done. He was like,
he feels disrespectful he feels disrespected as hell. I mean, I'm hoping. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea.
It looked like he was cooking something. He was just like, yeah, all right. He's looking at it like,
yeah, man. Yeah. That's just so disrespectful. I mean, look, maybe something's up with their marriage where she's wanting out and that OnlyFans is paying for it. I don't know. We don't know the behind the scenes on things either. You know what I mean?
But for her to be recording this conversation too, and then it ended up getting out, so like I don't know, she seems like something.
You know, so I mean, there might be more of the story that we don't know, because you know how it is. We're only seeing this clip. We don't see anything before. We didn't see anything after. So
I want to know how he found out.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh,
because imagine if like his friends or something like told her or told him or something like that. Like imagine finding out that way. Like it'd just be like, holy
Look at this comment. Jada somewhere right now thinking, how can I top this?
Oh my god. Oh, she already has. Time and time again.
Jada claims she is OnlyFans.
Yeah, she is OnlyFans. Yeah, man. I just, you know, and look, and here's my thing. I don't know. I mean, I would have respected it more if she'd have started it and said, and he would have said, and if he would have said no, she'd have been like, fuck you, it's my body, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I would have respected that a hell of a lot more than not telling him.
Yeah, at least she's being honest about it.
At least she's being honest about it.
Yeah, but then that's still kind of like, you can't like compromise with the part. Like you knew what his morals were when you got with him, so for you to act surprised by him not wanting you to do that, that seems, I don't know. Yeah, it's still just a mess either way.
So, all right, this last one. I put this in here because I honestly don't know how I feel about this. All right, Elon Musk tweeted out, the word cis is a heterosexual slur. Shame on anyone who uses it. Oh, turf alert.
It's a
turf alert. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's a relatively new term, right? Like it was, I think from memory, it was like the mid-90s or something like that when it was like put into dictionaries.
Right.
But
I didn't start hearing it until like 2020. I'm gonna be honest. Like in the real world, nobody uses that term.
Exactly, because that's when like the change in like the social talking about gender and stuff like that kind of came up. Like there was more talk about gender in around 2020, like early, 2015, 2020. So like I get how it can be controversial, but I don't see how it can be a slur or like, I don't know, because it's I don't know. But I suppose a lot of words are put in the dictionary that is slurs. So
I just feel like if you don't like a word, don't use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just don't use it. Yeah, I don't know anything about any of this, and I don't use none of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't understand how it's a slur. I mean, because it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't let's put it this way, it doesn't make me enraged, you know, like other slurs do. They make me enraged. That word does not make me enraged. What the heck? So.
I think it's also like the way it's used, whether it's got venom behind it and stuff like that as well. Like,
I will say I have seen that word used in that kind of a context.
Yeah,
I have seen it pushed at people, especially on Twitter, where it's meant to be like you're just a cis woman or you're just a cis man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that kind of context, but I don't know if I would go so far as to call it a slur, because if you want to call that a slur, I look at cis like it could be used as a regular term. Or it can be used as you're just a whatever. That's like saying you're a stupid man. You're a stupid woman. You know what I mean? It's just like an extra added thing to the man or woman. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's necessarily a slur, though.
This is something that Elon's been actually bringing up a lot, like over the past year or so. Like he keeps saying that it's a slur to I guess people that were assigned at birth to the genders that they are currently. Like it's
Well,
I just-
Elon's showing his autism, so.
yeah, he's so autistic, man.
Well,
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
he literally is. So I mean.
Yeah.
All right. So next. All right, chat. Give me a 1 if you're ready to watch this video and ready to react to this video. Give me a 1 in chat. If you don't give me a 1 in chat, I'm gonna boot you. Okay.
Yeah.
I have the power. I'm on the broadcast.
Me and Eva were on that shit. We were like, please don't kick us.
Exactly. Eva and Bunny wanted to stay, so they better put 1s. Okay.
We're on the most irrelevant podcast there is. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're
Does
relevant.
everyone know about that?
What?
Have you talked about that on here? I can't remember.
No, what? What are you talking about?
About like when we were in like on Twitter, like people fighting against you saying that you're on an irrelevant podcast or something. And we're like,
Oh,
oh
yeah. Yeah, okay, yes. I mean, we don't even have 2,000 subscribers. That's why I was like, okay, and?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you promote yourself. Well, that's the name of the game, right? You promote yourself to get people to watch. Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, 1.6k today. We hit 1.6k.
Hell yeah, we
So,
did.
hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yes,
thank you.
people. I need y'all to share this podcast with everybody. Come on, we want to hit 2K. We need to hit 2K
Let's
before
do it.
season 2,
Yeah.
which is January. Damn it. All right, so. Bum, bum, bum. Here's the video. All right.
do it.
It is called Leftovers is Falling Apart, and this is by Tom Dark, Turkey Tom's second channel. And this video, to me, was so good, I even tweeted it out on my account going, I really, really think people should watch this video because it was so well done. I really liked it. I like how the way he spoke in it was just perfect. Like, I didn't have any problems with it. So
I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
yes.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's go.
So let me go, Tom. I'll do 1.25. All right, and let's go. Bam.
What the hell? What's up, skibbity heads? Now, this may come as a giant shock to the audience, but ladies and gentlemen, I do not care about politics. I know I'm so
No shit, Tom. No shit, Tom.
cool, right? I'm so cool because instead of spending time thinking about things that matter, I would rather spend my time thinking about Breaking Benjamin and Diet Coke and YouTube drama. Overall, just being
What, no monster? What? Diet Coke, no monster?
Diet
What's going on with
Coke?
him? Diet Coke?
a man-child. W-Riz, my good friend. This method of thinking is truly goated with the sauce. And as a result of not really caring, this whole Israel-Palestine thing has really passed me by. I barely even know what's going on. I see people screaming at each other all day over it, getting all worked up. I see Destiny screaming about it, getting maulding. I see Vegan Gains mad. I see Hassan Piker mad. And you know what? Fair enough. If you're passionate, if you hate Israel, if you hate Palestine, if you hate the media's coverage of this, that's your prerogative. Whoever you think is justified, you know what, man? Whatever. Good for you. You're all invited to the cookout, okay? But for me personally,
This mofo said you're all invited to the cookout.
I love that.
Oh, God, Tom. Oh, God, Tom.
I don't care, and you cannot make me. I have no stake. Then Tom, why are you talking about it so much during this video? I mean, you say you don't care, but clearly you do care. Well, that's the thing. I care about important world events when they're relevant to YouTubers. And in this case, those YouTubers are Ethan Klein from H3H3 and Hassan Piker of Hassan Piker Productions. Hassan Abi, you guys know who I'm talking about. Ethan Klein was really on his pro-leftism mark a few years ago after realizing that I guess there were some right-wing people in his audience that he really did not like. Meanwhile, Hassan is the biggest political streamer in the world. In terms of a business...
Okay, I want to say something to that. That's when Ethan Klein started pandering because he wanted to get rid of the same people that iDubbbz wanted to get rid of.
Yeah.
So instead of condemning those people, he forced them to leave because he started pandering to the opposite people of them. So people left. And a lot of the left-leaning people that came over to his channel, it started happening when he brought on Trisha Paytas for Frenemies. And that's...
I miss Frenemies.
So
literally, that was like the only thing I watched of Ethan Klein's is when Trisha was on it. Yeah.
But that's what he did. So he wanted to get rid of the same audience that Ian wanted to get rid of, but he did it in a different way than Ian. All right. Instead of condemning them like Ian did, H3H3 was like, I'm going to pander to the left. And I still think he panders. But you know what? He's been catching a lot of W's lately. He's been catching a lot of W's this year. It's kind of creepy. I have never given Ethan Klein this many W's. Her damn... I hate your headset.
It's not, like, for some reason, it's just today is not the day.
Oh. All right, let's go.
I'm going to buy shoes, and I think I might buy the headset.
Yes, headset.
Yeah.
Sense for them to do something together. So with Frenemy...
You know what? The ones I wear only cost me $20 from Amazon.
Like, what sort of... Sorry to derail from this, but what sort do I need so it doesn't come through to the freaking mic?
Do you have a headset with a mic?
Yes.
Okay, you need to use a mic and then a headset.
Yeah, I'm using the mic, but I'm using the headset with the mic.
I know. You need to use a headset separately from a mic. So you need a mic and then you need a regular headset. I have a regular plug-in headset.
So I just need the headset without the mic because I already got my mic. I've got the Shure.
Yeah.
The Shure
And this
MV5
one cost me $20 on Amazon.
All right.
My mic cost me $30 on Amazon.
I'm going to work today. I'm going to have a look.
There you go. All right.
All right.
Okay, we're going to go back a couple seconds. All right, here we go.
Sorry.
Sorry for the derail, guys. Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, anyway.
On is the biggest political streamer in the world. In terms of a business transaction, it made sense for them to do something together. So with Frenemies, which was a show with Ethan and Trisha Paytas on its way out, it was time for a new show, a new collaborative podcast. That show would end up being Leftovers, starring Ethan Klein and Hassan Piker. The first episode of this show released in September of 2021, and it's got 2 million views. And Ethan stated,
"Wow, it has been 2 years. Leftovers been going on for 2 years?
What?
Ew.
No.
That doesn't feel right.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
Wow.
Look it up.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna let you look it up. I thought it started last year.
Yeah.
She's looking, guys. She's
It
looking.
debuted in 26th of December 21.
Okay, so 2021. So it has been 2 years.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
And Frenemies ended in July 21.
I did not realize that it has been almost 2 years since
we
that damn
time
podcast.
travel?
Did we?
It feels like it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Now I'm starting to question how long I've known y'all.
I know. I just start thinking, how old will I be this year? Like, this is throwing me off.
Oh God, please don't ask that because I'm gonna be 48. I'm gonna be 48. I'm gonna be 2 years. You know what? It's not even a number anymore. I'm literally December 23rd. I'm turning 2 years before 50. And then it'll be 1 year before 50. And then it'll be 50. Oh God. I'm counting down to 50. Oh, okay. Let's go.
Our birthdays are only like 4 or 5 days apart.
I'm a Capricorn.
Mine's the 19th.
You're a
Oh, I'm
Sagittarius. That's why we get along. I'm a Capricorn, but I'm on a Sagittarius cusp. So I do carry some traits of Sagittarius, but my bullheadedness, as in not bullheadedness, but like how goats are hard-headed, I'm definitely a goat. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm an Aries, and mostly all of my friends are either Sagittarius or Capricorns. So it's kind of funny that you're saying that.
Oh, hell yeah.
And there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why we get along so good.
You can tell, yeah, this is the woman podcast because we're using star signs now.
Oh no, we did a trope. trope. Oh man, this is going to be used against us one day. Holy shit. All right, let's go. And during a Tom Dark video too. That's the funny part.
Yeah, I know.
Dang.
Holy shit. All right, let's go.
Goal was to have a comedy-based show about politics dedicated to clowning on idiotic people. I assume mostly idiotic right-wingers. In the first episode, they talk about how they think they have good chemistry, they get along well, and Ethan says he's a big fan of Hassan's live streams.
You don't want me to talk about politics, so I went and made a whole f***ing show about it. But the spirit of this show is not serious policy debate. It is bringing righteous justice to these bags. That's it.
Okay.
Just clowning on idiots.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I mean, that's what I do regularly. So when you hit me
Very badly, by the way. Sorry, I had to say it.
up, I mean, when we did that original podcast, your podcast, I was like, is this a thing? Like, are we?
I think his chair does it more regularly than he does.
True.
Are we vibing right now?
Right.
Right off the bat, there were a lot of people on this podcast for even
Right.
existing. You know, more right-wing people had a problem with it, or maybe former fans of Ethan who didn't like the direction he was going. But outside of that, Ethan's core audience saw it very favorably. If you check the comments on episode 1, a lot of people are super excited for this show to go down. I mean, we already know this is a match made in heaven when Ethan pauses the first segment 20 seconds in. Honestly, really hyped for this show. There's some chemistry there, and Ethan seems to have a calm or rationalizing effect on Hassan, while Hassan has an educational/humbling effect on Ethan to a degree. I'm fucking obsessed with this combination. If Trish had to spiral for Hassan to join, then go off, queen. The world is better for it. I really like this new format. I'm so excited for Ethan that he can collab with someone respectful, smart, reasonable, who seems like a nice person. Also, it's such a complete joy to have.
Okay, can we talk about this statement? I really like the new format. I'm excited for Ethan that can collab with someone respectful, smart, reasonable, and who seems like a nice person. Also, it's such a complete joy to have a bussy explained to Ethan.
A bussy?
Yeah, he got it explained to he explained it to Ethan. Yeah.
I have a feeling that Ethan knew what that was. Just
No, Ethan didn't. He really didn't. Swear to God, he did not. Swear to God, you could tell Ethan didn't know.
Bussy explained to Ethan.
Oh, that's like the sanctioned word?
Bussy is like a meme.
Oh, okay.
You haven't seen the memes about like putting ussy behind everything?
Like, give me another example.
Cussy, car pussy. Like from the cinematic universe of Cars.
And is that in a car or in a car?
No, that's the Cars from the Cars Pixar cinematic universe.
Where you can them?
No, they one another. Because like there's car babies and there's like male cars, female cars.
I guess I didn't think about that.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you
tailpipe?
covered. This is why
here we have the anatomy of.
Fuck you, Ellie. I agree with you. And I'm not saying, I hate that name, Ellie. I'm just going to say Ellie, all right? Because I cannot say, because I feel like I'm saying F you to that person, even though that's their name. I agree. Trisha greater than Hassan. I agree. 100%.
Yeah, I watched every episode of Frenemies. I've never seen a single episode of Leftovers.
Same.
The only episode of Leftovers I watched, well, no, I think I've covered like certain parts, but when Hassan said that stupid shit about Etika, and he did not know the story, and he didn't know anything about it, and I was like, bro, you need to shut your mouth about shit you don't know.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He's an idiot.
Well, okay, so Bay is saying it, so I have to admit something. Bay says, Hassan is just tall and not American, barely hot, in my opinion. Okay, so...
Was he always not American?
No, he's from, Turkey? Turkey, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was born and raised in Turkey.
So is he a citizen?
Yeah, he's a citizen. As far as I know, he's a citizen. I think he's got dual citizenship, to be honest.
Okay, because I was gonna say, why does he have so much fucking input and not input, but like commentary on American politics? It was okay, but he's a citizen, like okay. So
anyway,
right.
so oh God, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Okay, so pre-corona, Hassan used to work out all the time. Yeah, I know his uncle is what's his name from the Young Turks. I do know that.
Oh, yeah, okay, I've heard that before. Yeah, I remember.
So that's where I first saw him, was on Facebook with the things or whatever, right? But pre-corona, he used to work out all the time. And I have to admit, I was part of the crowd who thought he was hot. I was like, just put tape over his mouth. He ain't got to say nothing. Okay?
He's just so out of proportion.
Yeah,
well, now
his head's so tiny.
Yeah, but see, before though, it was perfect. It was before coronavirus. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. But now,
Corona jacked him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of the cussy.
That's right.
The autonomy of this doesn't make sense.
This is important stuff that we're looking into now.
And to date, this show has released 60 episodes, all of them around 2 hours long, if not more. And to this day, the views are very strong, still getting well over 1 million views per episode, pretty much without fail. It's no secret why this show succeeds. It appeals to the political ideals that are already broadly supported by Ethan's audience, and obviously Hassan's. It features two of the bigger names in the content creation sphere, and instead of focusing on super serious policy decisions, the goal of the show is to keep it light. But things have been anything but light in the last few episodes. Now, this started with a few conversations on...
They are literally tearing... It's bad. It's bad from what I'm seeing, like in clips and shit like that. Nuclear winter. How dare they? What? Hold on. How dare they mock cars? I know, Nuke. I know.
on the show around socialism versus social democracy, and it became clear that Hassan is just much farther left than Ethan. He really is. Maybe in a way that Ethan himself did not quite realize until these conversations went down.
That's what I think.
And
Okay,
various policy decisions. The goal of the show is to keep it light, but things have been anything but light in the last few episodes.
Right here.
Now, this started with a few conversations on the show around socialism versus social democracy, and it became clear that Hassan is just much farther left than Ethan. He really is. Maybe in a way that Ethan himself did not quite realize until
I think that's exactly what's going on. I think Ethan pandered to a point. I think Ethan's always been left. He's always been a leftist. I believe that, okay? I'm not saying that he was over on the right. I believe that Ethan was always a leftist, but he started pandering hard when Trisha came on, okay? I don't think he understood how left the left goes. You know what I'm saying? I think
he's more like center left.
I think he's more actual center left. He thought he was a lefty. He found out real quick how far the left can go when he collabed with Hassan. And now it's come to a head because of this war. It's crazy.
Till these conversations went down live on the air.
And there are people like yourself out there who are, as far as I understand, pretty good bosses, right? But that is never going to be that's never going to be the constant. That's never going to be the case.
But in social democracy, you set up the bumpers, you set up the systems where they have to do that. Well, that's the bare minimum they have to do.
Well, and then we go back to the erosion of the amenities.
I don't feel like that's a strong enough argument to say.
I love to hear. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, look, I don't do politics. This is the only thing I'm going to say. I love to hear a quote unquote millionaire socialist talk about socialism. I'm just saying. I love to hear a millionaire talk about socialism when he doesn't know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, the irony.
He doesn't understand that you have to pick light bill or groceries. He doesn't understand that. While he sits in his mansion with however many rooms and however many cars and however many supercars he has. You know? Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Socialism's better.
No, as long as there is some kind of capitalist compensation in any sort of sector, they will always choose to monopolize.
But you're talking like it's a guaranteed. And again, I go back.
It's been a guarantee every single time.
And it's been a guarantee by the same metric that any socialist country devolves into disaster. I mean, it's not fair to put that out there like it's just given. Because on the other flip coin, you can say, this, like I mentioned, socialism. There's going to be people moving towards capitalism.
So socialist nation states,
it's too hypothetical.
Socialist nation states, however, historically, most of them at least, have not eroded or been destroyed due to like people who are just like, I want to be capitalist. Usually those people are being goaded or supported, facilitated by a much more powerful nation that is using the inherent greed to their advantage to cause divisions. But the real material issues in socialist nation states, historical socialism, real socialism in the real world that has happened, has always been due to mishaps, famine, or the government exercising too much authoritarian control.
You could say the same
thing.
Sorts
of things.
Now, this debate on the air was pretty civil, and I would say there wasn't a ton of animosity in the air, but even on the podcast, it became clear that Ethan's staff and Hassan are farther left than him. Something that maybe he knew but had not really confronted until this point, but he was really grappling with it in a very real way on these shows.
But here, does this make sense?
Yeah.
You're inside and I want to ask you that because I'm curious about your opinion. You're inside a big company. Let's just say they make cars. There's tons of employees there. The CEO, founder, he makes a lot more than the employees. Do you think that the leaders should make more than the workers, Dan?
Well, it just kind of depends on. I think there's nuance there because I think it really depends on what the company looks like, how it operates. Should the CEO, who is on a day-to-day basis working and managing a company, make more money?
He works the same hours as the production people.
I mean, with more responsibility, I think should inherently come with some more privilege. However, I mean, now are we talking about a CEO or are we talking about an owner? Because a lot of owners don't.
No, I'm talking about someone who's working. Because the idea of ownership is probably different in a socialist.
Right, and the owners may be private or even maybe a public company.
The CEO. So you agree he should make more? So
it just depends.
I just want to say Destiny irritates the hell out of me when I'm watching him react to something and he fucking types the whole time. It drives me insane. It drives me insane. I mean, I know what he's doing. He's taking notes or whatever, but it's killing me. Or he's answering emails. He's like, he has ADHD to the max.
Oh, yeah.
He can multitask like a motherfucker. I swear to God.
When he was doing Factorio, my God, like the way, like he was like second nature, that like the way he was playing that game when he was reacting to stuff, he was like full on into Factorio and like talking about it and stuff like that while reacting to other stuff. And like, dude, he's got like two sides of his brain is just operating at the same time.
Yes.
Doing different things. And
Yeah, that's amazing.
Him, I have to honestly say, him and Keemstar, because I noticed with Keemstar firsthand when I went to his house, right? Keemstar, and I believe Destiny does it too, they have turned their ADHD into a superpower.
Yeah.
Literally. And I wish I could do that. It was funny. My husband started playing Factorio, right? And I saw him playing it. And I walked by and said, "Oh, you're playing Factorio." And he looked at me like, "How the hell?" I was like, "Destiny." And I just kept walking. Oh, my God.
In fact, there's not room for nuance. There's just not.
What do you mean?
If you're living in a socialist country, this needs to be like laid out. Like there's not room for nuance. Where in every workplace we're going to decide different rules for everything.
Now everyone here is still friends. Seemingly it's all fine. But then the audience, specifically Hassan's, starts to get really mad. They thought Ethan was a full-on socialist or even a communist. He's only a social democrat. What's going on here? He doesn't 100%.
Because a lot of Hassan, just like, I think it's hilarious. Okay, you have two super groups. Two cancel culture super groups coming together. Hassan has a cancel culture. Ethan Klein has a cancel culture. And they come and merge together. Now they're at the point, who are we going to cancel? Hassan or Ethan?
Yeah.
And you know what? They're deciding on Ethan right now.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
Agree with Hassan, and around the same time we start seeing posts like this from Ethan. Please do not take these political conversations personally. Being called a class traitor 1,000 times because I'm only a social democrat and not a full socialist makes me not want to have combos like this anymore, which is probably the least productive outcome. The audience is mad at him because he's not far left enough. Certainly not all of them, but some of them were mad. Those who had come there from Hassan's chat who wanted to hear their thoughts repeated back to them by their favorite internet personality were having a very hard time. This came to a head most recently with the Israel-Palestine conflict. They would do a 4-hour episode of Leftovers 2 weeks ago, and in this episode both of them would end up crying.
Sorry. This is really up.
Oh yeah, no.
I did see the clips of this. It's so bad.
Yeah,
like I feel like their acting needs improvement.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if Ethan was. I don't know if Ethan was acting. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, Ethan's felt more real, but the way Hassan's came like a little bit later, and it was like he just wanted to cry too.
Yeah.
Squeeze them tears out.
Squeezing the tears out, yeah.
They went to her funeral and beat the shit out of people and ripped the Palestinian flag off of her.
Oh my God.
It's even worse than I remember.
Palestinians can't have a moment of peace in this fucking world. They can't even mourn the dead.
The thing Hassan is crying about here, as he says, is Israeli forces apparently attacking the funeral of a Palestinian journalist. Which, if that did happen, that sounds very sad. But of course, a lot of people began pointing out times when he's laughed at others crying. Like when he laughed at Kyle Rittenhouse crying on the stand during his trial.
Oh, yeah.
People right there.
He really looks like a pig. I mean, he's a pig.
And people are going to compare these situations and try to justify one instance of laughing.
I mean, but listen, I'm going to be honest now. I'm not trying to stick up for Hassan here, but I'm going to be very honest. I don't care who you are. Everybody's a hypocrite. It just depends on what degree hypocrite you are. You know what I mean? Everybody will say one thing, but they'll come up a situation where you do the opposite.
Yeah, like you have to experience that situation to really know where you stand on it.
Exactly.
Sometimes people put forth like a side before knowing exactly what they're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
At Kyle, but defend Hassan crying in the other case, and then on people who laugh at him crying. Ultimately, I don't have a big stake in this, but I do think Kyle's crying was genuine. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think he was faking it or anything like that. And Ethan also cried during this episode. That's another thing worth noting. They both broke down into tears over photos of suffering they had seen online of this war. It's pretty crazy to be living in an era where now, instead of like hearing from overseas, like, you know, in ye olden days, right, you know, 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s even, when people heard about wars, it was all through the TV, it was all from the news, and it was not graphic imagery. It was heavily censored, right? Now, I mean, on TikTok, a lot of stuff doesn't get taken down right away. We're seeing graphic images of war, bodies torn apart.
I saw my first one on Twitter yesterday.
Oh, really?
I saw my first one on Twitter yesterday. It was about a Jewish girl. She had like dreads and what they did to her body. I saw it.
Oh,
They
Lord
had
have
a picture
mercy.
of her when she was alive, and then in her same outfit where she was passed away. And I saw it, and I saw what they were doing to her body.
Yeah,
Oh
the stuff like that
God.
never pops up on my Twitter.
You know what?
Like,
It didn't pop
ever.
up on mine until yesterday. This whole time I have been lucky I didn't see all the other crazy shit people were showing or talking about, but I saw that
Yeah.
one and I was like, oh my God.
Man, like my For You page just spits out this type of shit to me, and I have no idea why. Like, it's just like I even got like this video. It was nothing to do with the war. It was like this video of somebody, a guy who was riding a motorcycle that ran into a pole, right? And there was this car. This person in the car was videotaping it as they were like the aftermath as they were like riding by, and there was like, oh, his legs got full on torn off, and they like zoomed in on his leg, like his like leg from like the knee down, just on its own. And then they went up to the
dang.
guy and it's like, yeah, his leg got full on torn off. And then I was like, oh, like what the? Who puts this stuff on like Twitter? I don't understand why I'm seeing this right now. And then it's like you kind of get desensitized by it after a little while, because it's like there's so much murder and there's so much like random shit that you see, and it's like, holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is real now. Like this isn't just some sort of movie or TV show scene where like they just put on like it's actually like real shit. And I don't understand why there isn't much more of a standard surrounding what you can put online, like towards that sort of stuff. Like it's so gruesome, and like people don't need to see it.
No,
they really
they don't.
need to.
They don't need to see it. No, they don't. Because
think,
you know why? Because we allow 13-year-olds on fucking Twitter. Why does a 13-year-old need to see that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why do we allow 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds to see that? I can't say 18 because 18, they can go in the military and see that for themselves. Okay?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
from 17 and back, why do they have to see that? But it being that it's on Twitter and they're allowed to be on Twitter, they're seeing that shit too.
Yeah.
And that could scar a young mind.
I think a lot of people post stuff like that, like especially a lot of people around our age will just not even think about it and post shit like that, because like we were desensitized from like rotten.com back in the late 90s.
Right.
Like I feel like a lot of the people in our age group, they are just completely desensitized to stuff like that.
Well, I think a lot of people in the older age groups too, they don't realize that some of the people they follow or follow them are young age, like teenagers. They don't realize that shit.
Yeah, I wish there was like a way for them to like upload your ID to Twitter and they have to age verify it or something. Like, I would even be willing to do that to get kids off of Twitter.
I agree, 100%. What were you going to say, Eva? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I've actually forgotten what I was going to say, but it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No. It's okay. It's all right.
All right, let's keep going.
Or crazy missile explosions and stuff like that. It's crazy to be living in an era like this, right?
Zoomers are so screwed, dude.
But yeah, Ethan also cried during this episode.
I saw videos of Palestinian dads holding his dead like 5-year-old daughter.
Yep.
I mean, and then there was another one that like.
See, this is the reason why I don't think Ethan was lying about his crime, because you could see his face getting red. Like he's trying to hold it back. Like he's legit trying to hold it back.
You could see his son's face getting red before, but I feel like he was holding his breath to get that effect. So I don't know.
Yeah.
As a father, it's even hard to talk about. This dude was holding his infant. It was like a year old. And he was like patting her on the back and saying like his final goodbye. I mean, he's holding her like she's alive, like he's just burping her or something. I didn't expect to get emotional about that, but like I'm a new dad, and that really f***s me up.
They're discussing a very, very heavy subject.
Isn't that sad?
That's
I
so
tear
rough.
up watching that, because I don't think Ethan was faking it. I don't.
Yeah,
No.
Ethan's feels were, Hassan's, that was like
Like, I didn't feel, I mean, I have to admit, I didn't feel anything when Hassan did it. And y'all know I hate Ethan Klein. I cannot stand that dude. But I tear up every time I see that from Ethan because I can just feel the emotion through the video. Yeah. I tear up every time I see that.
I don't want to accuse either of them of faking it. I'm sure some people will accuse Hassan of faking, but give him the benefit of the doubt a little bit. Let's say he's 100% expressing genuine emotion here. A lot of the audience was pretty moved by this discussion. They found it very productive, and they were glad to see people sort of express sympathy for those going through a really hard time in, a war-torn country. What Ethan did not do in that episode was 1000% condemn Israel and say that everyone there is evil. And he also did not justify the death of Israeli civilians who perished in this conflict. Now, shortly after this, we got this video of Ethan saying he wanted to pause leftovers for the time being.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this whole conflict anymore, really, at all, ever. And I'm frankly also thinking about putting something that I need to discuss with Hassan, but I do feel like I'm probably going to pause leftovers for the time being. I don't want to talk about it anymore. That's it. And it sounds like a lot of y'all don't want me to talk about it either.
But why is that? Well, it's because of the community. We already saw this in the prior post from Ethan where he talks about how people are demanding he be like farther left than he truly is. But on this podcast, Ethan goes on to talk about how apparently...
And that's what they do. If you... And it was like that in my old community. If you did not fall in line with the thoughts and opinions of the whole community, you were an outcast. You had to fall in line. You better believe in every single thing they believe. And that's just as wrong as the crazy ass far right people. That's just as wrong. Because guess what, motherfuckers? I'm a leftist, but I still like my guns. I still own guns. I'm a leftist, but I still own guns. What are you gonna say now?
I just love guns. I don't even know what side I'm on. I just love guns.
mean, bro. You
guys, you know how I feel about guns.
Yeah, well, okay, listen. I got one word for you. America, all right?
Yeah, America.
Fuck yeah.
Apparently, there's a portion of the audience that really hates his takes, and they've been calling him like a genocidal Zionist maniac, basically, for basically just him expressing sympathy for people who are going through, war.
I guess maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am genocidal against Palestinians for caring about this stuff. I must be. This is the post that's getting lots of love.
I think he's being sarcastic there.
Okay.
Likes. I'm gonna be calm. I think a lot of these people are brigading from other communities too, probably, including, by the way, Hassan's Discord, which is not associated with him. He's not in there. He has nothing to do with it. But the people in there, it's at 550 upvotes. Okay, great. So 500 people. So there's lots of people coming here saying that I shouldn't be talking about this, and I'll read it. Hassan's Discord, and by the way, to the people who are in that Discord, I saw everything you guys said. It was recorded, sent to me during our whole episode on the Gaza-Israel conflict. What I saw in that Discord was near universal praise for Hamas, near universal saying people deserved it, near universal people saying dudes who was like the hang gliders came in and showed him what's up, people saying he's spitting facts, near universal. People near universally calling me a Zionist pig and mass murdering genocidal freak. And if you want to know the truth, that f***ed me up seeing that Discord, because it made me realize that a lot of these people are watching this show, and it frankly disturbed me. And I want to make it clear, Hassan doesn't support that stuff. I had a private conversation with him, and I told him, like, this stuff is really upsetting to see. And Hassan sat down with his mods, and he sat down with his team and said, this stuff's not acceptable. So again, it's important to emphasize, he is not responsible for this. But I will say that seeing that, and here, just again.
But that's, oh my God. But that's the audience he cultivated because of what he does on his live streams. That's the audience he cultivated. He cultivated that audience. Just like Ethan Klein cultivated an audience that if he says the wrong thing, they cancel him and then show up for the next live stream when he doesn't have a sponsor because they got that sponsor kicked off.
Yeah.
Ethan Klein cultivated the same kind of audience, but against himself. They're starting to reap what they sow. They're starting to reap it now.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. They're starting to get it now. Because now they're starting to see the audience they cultivate for what they are.
Yeah, they created a monster.
They created a monster.
Yeah,
And
it looks
he's
like real
seeing-
karma's hit him too. It looks like he's got double butthole eyes. He's got
Oh, I
pink eye
know.
or
I was
something
gonna
going
say,
on.
it looked like he got a pink eye or he's sick or something. Like it's just real. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right at all.
He's getting hit from all sides.
Victor, we're not talking like heavy politics, okay? So yeah. But anyway, yeah, they are just the audiences, both audiences are unhinged. Now, I'm not saying there aren't people who watch either one of them, and I'm not saying everybody who watches them are unhinged, but their core audience, their hardcore ride or dies, are unhinged.
Yeah.
And they will try to cancel you like crazy. You say you should see some of the retweets Willie has on his Hassan video. You should see some of the comments he has underneath that Twitter post. And some of the retweets and what they say. Ooh. He has been flamed. He don't give a shit. All because I haven't watched it yet, but it's all supposed because he showed how Hassan says one thing, does another. Says one thing, does another.
Well, the proof is in the pudding. Like, if it's right there, you can pull up examples.
But to Hassan's core audience, he's the Lord and Savior.
Yeah, it's wild.
Again, to just speak well of my friend, he posted this same post I did and says it's straight up anti-Semitic, which it obviously is. So the reason that I canceled the show on Friday, frankly, is because I read that Discord, and it was, I don't know what's the word, but frankly, it was, I don't know what's the word. I mean, I was horrified. I felt used.
Skylar's correct. There's no gray area. It's either you are or you aren't now, and there's no room. You know what? Fuck that. Because here, there's a gray area. On my channel, there's a gray area. I'd be damned if I'm going to let my audience, 1, tell me what I'm going to talk about, 2, tell me how I feel about things, and 3, think they're going to cancel me because I said something they didn't like. I'll be damned. That's not going to happen with me. Because I'm going to be honest, they don't run my channel, I run my channel. And this is what happens when you pander to people and your audience starts running your channel. That's what happens. That's what happens when your audience starts running your channel. Your audience ends up canceling you. Ethan Klein literally lost sponsorships because of what he did when he disrespected that gay man that called in. He literally lost sponsorship because people in his own audience called those sponsors.
Yep.
Now I'm not saying,
sickening, isn't it? Like,
and I'm now, mind you, I got on Ethan Klein for doing that because that was very disrespectful what he did. That man sounded so nice, and he kept telling him he was a fan of Ethan. He disrespected the fuck out of that dude. Okay?
Yeah.
But when your audience has that much power over you, it's not your channel anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the one where he was asking him whether he was a top or a bottom?
Yes.
Oh, I remember that now, and it's just like it was just really inappropriate.
It was
very
awkward. It was so inappropriate, and I felt so bad for that caller. Bless his heart. And he was being so nice, going, Ethan, I'm a fan of you, and I watched every episode and stuff like that. And it was just so disheartening to hear Ethan talk to him like that. Like, bro, really?
Yeah.
But to turn around and his own audience called he lost sponsors because of that, because his own audience called the sponsors.
Yeah, it's like he was trying to make a joke of it, but it really wasn't the time or place. Like he's got no social, he's got no awareness. If that makes sense. Like he doesn't correspond to what's actually happening at the time. He just thinks that these things are pop into his head. It's like intrusive thoughts just coming out. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. That was so, oh God, I hated that episode because it just, it irritated the hell out of me. Like, bro, you're being so wrong right now. I don't, you know what? I do know how to describe it. Let me go live and describe it and yell into the microphone. And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
Just in a sense that these people.
Matter of fact, I think it was during that time I had to defend Rich Lux. I had to defend Rich motherfucking Lux because of H3.
He's actually getting a lot of shit now because of what he's going through with Jesse Smiles and all that. People are telling him that he's disgusting and all that sort of stuff with the way he's talking. I'm like, dude, he's speaking up finally. Like there's some things that he said that was actually quite like, you know, above board, like how like
that is another episode I would like for us to record.
Yeah.
Only because there's timestamps that I want to go through, because I got something for Miss Jessie Smiles too.
Oh fuck yeah! All right, we're doing it.
I got something for Miss Jessie Smiles too, because she needs to sit down and shut the fuck up her damn self.
Oh fuck
That's
yeah!
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. All that aside, let's finish. All right, let's go. Shit.
Or watching this, and like they didn't actually care at all. They saw me as like a vessel to spread what they believe is true. They don't care about what I'm saying at all.
And Ethan does not want these people in his audience because they fucking hate him. Meanwhile, Hassan, in my opinion, is probably even more extreme politically than he lets on in front of Ethan, and that's why this large section of the audience is there, who hates Ethan for even being sympathetic at all to Israeli citizens who are dying. And then you have members of the audience on Twitter calling Ethan an IDF shill, which I have been watching these podcasts, okay? And I'm not the most informed person in the world, so maybe I'm speaking out of turn here, but I would definitely not say that anything Ethan has said comes across as being an IDF shill. I used to watch every H3 podcast episode. I stopped once the Israeli-Palestine conflict started because Ethan has been parroting IDF talking points for hours. His crew is clearly uncomfortable and wants Hassan to talk sense into him. Yeah, they want Hassan to talk some sense into him. Too bad he just canceled Leftovers. I get that this is a rough time for Ethan and his family, but he has a massive platform, and his commentary has been irresponsible. Go look at the H3 subreddit, it's disgusting. Also, I find what Ethan says after AB's statement gross. He criticizes the audience without seeing why his crew doesn't want to speak. It's not the audience they're afraid of, it's Ethan and how he'll respond. Ethan has always had problems, but this might be the worst in terms of him being blind to his own biases. As someone watching from the outside in, he seems defeated and beaten. This is worse than anything his haters have pegged him with in the past. This is a group of people who want to express no sympathy for Israel or its citizens, no matter what happens to them. Now, I personally have no stake, once again, but obviously, if these people fucking hate Israel and everything it stands for, and they include everyone living within those borders, within that hatred, and Ethan is expressing some sympathy for those people, then there's going to be a bit of conflict there. I've even seen people tweeting out claiming that Ethan Klein's wife personally has, like, murdered Palestinians because she was a part of the IDF, which I...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Xylie Klein was part of the IDF. Do you know why? Because she was an Israeli citizen. Guess what Israeli citizens have to do? They have to sign up for the army. They don't do it like the United States. They don't do it like the United States where you have an option to do it or not. Over there, you have to do it. And she was a fucking secretary.
Yeah, she didn't even... Oh, my God. I think she said she held a gun like once or something like that.
Yeah. Because obviously through the training, they train you that. But you have to do it over there.
Yeah.
It is not like here. I am so sick of people thinking that the world runs like the United States. It does not.
Oh, me too.
Jesus
Number one.
Christ. Damn.
I think she was part of the IDF, but do you really see Xylie Klein mowing down people?
No.
Do you really see that?
No.
Do you think that happens? I think Ethan's starting to realize that people will straight up lie about you. Even if you're a leftist, even if you're nice, other leftists will lie about you and try to destroy you if you don't agree with their opinions 100%. It's the same purity testing that the far left has been doing online for years, and he's just finally being exposed to it.
People say I'm silencing you guys, so I don't know if anyone wants to say anything.
I actually agree with Tom there. I think, okay, hold on. I'm going to go back. Okay, hold on.
And try to... that people will straight up lie about you. Even if you're a leftist, even if you're nice, other leftists will lie about you and try to destroy you if you don't agree with their opinions 100%. It's the same purity testing that the far left has been doing online for years, and
I don't think he's wrong in that statement. Because that purity testing is exactly how it was in my old community. And again, if you didn't fall in line, then you were some kind of ist or ism.
Yep.
And you literally lived through purity test every day.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to be outraged at whatever everybody was outraged of in that day.
Yeah, that's how it is in the sex work community. They'll go through people's followers and see who they're following. And if they're following somebody they don't like, they'll block you and they'll tell everybody else to block you because you're a racist or you're a ableist or whatever.
Yep, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. They did the same thing there, too. They did the exact same thing there. Yep.
he's just finally being exposed to it.
People say I'm silencing you guys, so I don't know if anyone wants to say anything.
Silence.
All right.
I feel like it's a conversation
Blowback scare. Blowback scare.
that's better for someone like you and Hassan to have together. I don't know if I'm properly equipped to give my side in the correct way.
Can I advocate for you for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
The people who are saying AB needs to respond, AB needs to speak up, are you guys. I'm not going to say. I'll say it. You don't have to say anything. And I'm not speaking for AB. This is my opinion. Who the are you to demand him to talk about something?
I absolutely 100% agree. If AB doesn't want to talk about it, it's nobody's fucking business what AB feels about it. It's like somebody came into my live stream the other day wanting me to talk about the war going on. I'm like, I don't talk politics on this channel. You got the wrong one thinking you're coming into my chat telling me to talk about it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And they were like, but I'm this, that, and the other. I don't care. I'm not talking about it. You got the wrong one. I'm not doing it. Y'all don't need to know.
Please tell me you see what's going on over there.
Yeah.
And
Don't
dude.
Listen.
Like, no.
My
Stop.
personal feelings about what's going on over there is my personal feelings. I don't have to tell a motherfucker.
No.
Yep.
It is nobody's business. Just saying. Hey, Ninja, the great thing about being old is I ain't getting drafted. Just saying.
I appreciate that.
Let him process it and feel what he wants.
No, Nuclear. AB is AB's Muslim, I believe, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
AB's
think
Muslim.
so.
I believe AB's Muslim. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Your expectations and coming down on him from all different angles.
Now, the first episode we looked at was titled Hassan is Leaving Leftovers, which at the time felt like a tongue-in-cheek title, but now it looks like this may be the case after all. Ethan, having to grapple with and face this large portion of his audience that is basically political extremists, has made him reevaluate things in a major way.
I wouldn't say it's done for good. All I said is that it's, I would like to take a pause from it. That's all. And a lot of people are disappointed by that. It'd been going for a while, and I felt like we were hitting a good groove, but on one hand, people are saying, Ethan, someone take Ethan's phone. And so here, this is me relinquishing my phone. I'm saying I am taking a break with peace and love. My fear with the show is just basically that for the time being, is that there's going to be a lot of more episodes that are going to make people really angry.
I don't blame them because that's what all the political streamers are talking about right now. It's the war because their audiences are demanding it. So if he's running a political show, what is his audience going to talk about? They're going to want them to talk about the war, and he doesn't want to talk about it anymore. It is his God-given right not to talk about it.
That's right.
And it's going to be really upsetting. Is there any beef with Hassan? Hassan, of course not. Me and Hassan talked about it. We're friends first and foremost above everything. He is compassionate. He understands. He's being supportive.
The H3 subreddit has people posting things like, I understand why he feels like this. He has been hated his whole life just for being a Jew. If I were a Jew, I'd be very scared myself. This is a crazy post, man. I have to assume this is just poorly worded, but damn, this is a bad post, man. Meanwhile, other posts on the subreddit are people saying they want the show to come back and they'd like to see it happen again. There are reasonable people in the audience willing to hear the debate. These controversial episodes actually performed very well, and there was an audience that saw it positively. But there's also this subsection of the audience, which mostly comes from Hassan's chat and people who like his stuff, who are psychotic and think Ethan Klein is pro-genocide. It's pretty insane the place that the H3 brand currently is. Meanwhile, Keemstar tweets out saying that he's shocked Ethan Klein is...
Bro, when I saw this tweet, I was like... Oh my God. I predicted this. I predicted this. It's on one of my member streams. It's on one of my streams that I put to members only. I predicted this. I predicted Frenemies 2 with Keemstar and Ethan, okay? And then it was funny, like 2 days later or whatever, okay? This came out. Nicholas Durio, I believe, retweeted this, and he made a Frenemies 2 thing, and I retweeted that going, I told y'all I'm predicting this. I'm predicting this.
Yep.
The only person with a reasonable take on this conflict.
Listen, everyone in my periphery, everyone in my circle, all the leftist people that I watch, that I'm part of, that watch this show, because I consider myself a part of that side, are all pretty much uncritically accepting of Hamas propaganda and uncaring about the rewriting of history right before our fucking eyes about this stuff. So I'm not seeing a lot of people, even though you might look at the popular media and say, everybody's supporting Israel. Popular media's defense of Israel is cartoonishly dumb and evil. Burn them all to the ground. They have the right to defend themselves. Bomb God, like psycho shit, okay? But on the left, I don't see anyone saying what I'm saying right now. I just see the opposite. And so that's why I feel that I need to say it. If you're going to extrapolate from this that I don't care about Palestinians dying, then you're definitely reading way too far into this. And you're also, in my opinion, really callous.
On one side, you have posts on Reddit saying, you're valid in how you feel. No one should be entitled to hearing and forcing you to speak on something that brings you mental anguish. You've been through a lot these past couple of months. It's okay to take a break if you need it. The rash might be stress-induced, and we worry about your health. Wait, does he have like a rash?
I don't think that's a weird take. I don't think he had a weird take at all, bae. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Ethan had a weird take at all. Because it is kind of funny, like, mainstream media and what you see on Twitter and then what you see people saying in real life are 3 different things. Literally 3 different things.
It always is. Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. It's like it's almost like nobody is connected anymore. We're not connected with mainstream media. They don't tell the people or talk to the people anymore. They are their own entity now. And then you have these streamers who they are their own entity and they're being ran by their sycophants, all right? And then you have people in real life who don't know any of this going on because they don't trust anybody and they actually are the ones with the good fucking takes, to be honest, that nobody's listening to. Nobody's listening to it. It's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't even hear about that. I thought there was like an eye worm. I didn't hear about the rash. You don't owe anyone anything. Your well-being is way more important than our entertainment. It is absolutely understandable and reasonable for you to take a step back from a topic that is harmful to you. We will be here when you're ready and feel like you can get back to the goofs and gaps more freely. Sincerely, Carissa, a longtime paying member. And then you have Twitter where people with Hassan profile pictures proclaim that the Leftovers podcast is only good because of Hassan. Ethan is a stubborn...
Notice the picture?
Yeah.
Notice the picture? That tells you everything you need to know. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all the picture too. Hold on, because y'all can't see it because of Eva. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Look at that. Look at that picture. Look at that picture right there. Oh my God. It's only good because of Hassan. Gee, I wonder why you think that.
Stan behavior.
Look at that. Oh. That's a stan, people. That's a stan.
15-year-old girl.
Probably. Probably so. Hold on, I gotta... Wait, hold on. Okay, good. In the middle. Ah! Alright.
Disrespectful, immature asshole who only cares about being progressive when it doesn't hurt his fifis. Hassan's support for progressive values and issues is unconditional. I respect him for that. I will say it. This is fire, dude.
Tom is like, well...
I love everything. I love everything and everyone. I will say I do like this trend on the subreddit of people editing Ethan to look genuinely messed up or like some sort of addict. It's pretty based. Now, it's hard to say what the future of the Leftovers podcast will be. On one hand, it's clear that Hassan and Ethan are friends and get along on a personal level. However, Ethan doesn't seem to be in favor of the more radical parts of Hassan's audience. An audience that has been there since the start, and when it comes to Piker, will always be there because of the opinions he espouses. They come to him because they like when he says crazy stuff like about 9/11 or about killing capitalists. They love that stuff. And ultimately, Hassan does not let that side of him show as much on Leftovers, but it will always be there. You cannot divorce that super radical ideology from him entirely. He loves it. He's a part of it. That's where he came from. And he also would never actively call out those parts of his audience because he seems to genuinely agree with them. Meanwhile, Ethan does not agree with them, and he is really feeling the burn from this. I remember there was this old episode of the H3 podcast from like 2019 or something like that where Ethan talked about there being a time when he would read every single comment on his YouTube videos. Keep in mind, those videos would get thousands and thousands of comments. Emotionally, I think he does not take crazy people being mad at him super well. And in general, I don't think he's equipped to read comment after comment and not have it affect his psyche quite a bit. And so this is just one more example of that. And I mean, listen, not to attack any intrinsic attributes or anything, but in these last few episodes, he does look kind of sickly and tired. He looks like he...
Oh, there you go, Bunny.
He really, if I'm telling you, he's got some parasites.
Yeah, you said it. Oh my God. You and fucking parasites, I swear to God.
I've seen parasites. When I was looking stuff up, I've seen parasites that'll do stuff like that, like put blotches around your eyes.
How often do you look up stuff to do with parasites? Just gotta ask.
It comes to me now. It's just my whole algorithm.
It's in your algorithm. Yeah.
I would hate to see your Twitter feed. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. You should see my Twitter drafts. That's where it gets really scary.
God.
Publish the drafts.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, don't publish the drafts. Do not.
He needs to drink a bottle of Pedialyte and lay down for a bit to get his stamina up. Ultimately, the show probably will come back. I don't think they are past the point of no return, but for now, the fan base is in shambles, there's some tension in the air, and the show is temporarily suspended.
The issue right now between Ethan and Hassan isn't actually a difference in political opinions. I think it's actually a little bit like Max and me, where Ethan is like Max and Hassan is like me, and that I think what Ethan is probably looking for is support from Hassan while his community is shredding him. Because if what Ethan is probably feeling right now is a little bit mindful. Because from Ethan's perspective, okay, Ethan is a guy who tries his best to do right by everybody. He tries his best to be understanding both sides. Ethan is getting
I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't agree with that comparison.
No.
I really don't agree with that comparison.
I mean, I do in the sense of
Destiny.
I do in a sense, in the sense of I want Hassan to stick up for me, just like Max wanted Destiny to stick up for him against DDG. Okay, I get it. That part I get, but what he just said. How well do you know Ethan? How much of Ethan lore do you know? Because I wouldn't really say that about him.
Yeah.
Okay. That part,
Insanely attacked on Twitter. His wife is being called a terrorist.
Yes.
He sees his community hardcore on Ethan and his wife, right? It's happening in the main subreddit. Now it's happening in that anti-fan subreddit, the H3H3 Productions one. He's seeing Hassan's Discord going hard at him. So Ethan is probably super mindful because he probably feels like he's trying to do his best to understand both sides, but his community and all the communities adjacent to him are just absolutely blowing him up.
What will happen in the future remains to be seen, but this arc where Ethan confronts the more radical parts of his audience has been entertaining to see. And hey, maybe it's showing some character growth. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. If you did not enjoy it, then leave a
there we go. And if you did not enjoy it, leave a dislike. I liked it. Oh, and by the way, congrats to Turkey Tom. He hit 1 million on the main channel.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yep. Turkey Tom hit 1 million on his main channel.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yep.
He deserves it.
He
really deserves it. He puts
does.
in so much effort into everything he does and is like consistent. He's just consistent. So like, and that type of grind, it's got to be rewarded. So good on him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, the whole thing I love my guns type of thing, I would like to clarify, all right? I'm not like the gun-toting redneck that my husband is, okay? He's the one that goes America with, you know, the American flag in one hand and the gun in the other. He was a Marine, okay? So,
right.
You know,
Well,
we're talking about a Marine, all right?
Yeah.
With me, okay, yeah, I do believe some more stipulations need to be put in there. But still, I'll shoot one. Shit, I got a shotgun. Just saying. So.
Yeah, that would freak me out if there was a shotgun in my house, to be honest. It's just too much responsibility.
It is. It is a lot of responsibility. It is.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I'm only half yeehaw. I always tell people I'm half Puerto Rican, half redneck. I keep telling y'all this. Nobody fucking, you know, can I do a not TLDR. I want to do an FYI for people. When I tell y'all something about myself, I'm telling y'all the truth. The fuck? People never believe me when I speak.
Yeah, Xylie's only yee.
Yeah, I'm only yee. I'm not the haw. Okay?
I might be a little yeehaw, but...
Yeah, you yeehaw as hell. You yeehaw as hell. That's okay, that's why we love you. Why wouldn't a redneck Puerto Rican exist?
Yeah. Anybody can be a redneck.
Anybody can be a redneck. I'm half redneck, half Puerto Rican. That's like the truth. That's what I am.
Well, you know,
I'm half Greek and then somehow still full redneck.
Yeah.
See?
Well, you're all invited to my cookout, all right?
Hell yeah. Well, apparently, hey, at least I'll be awake for the cookout because apparently I'm on Australian time anyway.
This is true. Me and Xylie went to bed last night at the same time.
I know when Bunny wakes up and she looks into the broad chat and she goes, wait a minute, I understand Eva typing at this time. Why in the hell is Xylie typing at this time?
Yeah, y'all will be typing in there 30 minutes before I wake up and y'all are like, hey, going to bed now.
Oh my god, bro. It's so bad. My and nothing's helping. Melatonin's not helping. These nighttime sleep aids aren't okay, I have figured it out. I take this nighttime sleep aid about an hour before I want to go to sleep. I didn't take any at all last night and I didn't fall asleep till like 10, okay? The last time I took this, I took 2 and I took it an hour before I wanted to go to bed. I still didn't get sleepy until 3 hours later.
Were you in bed for that hour and
no,
no phone, no nothing?
No, I was on the computer. All right.
Yeah.
So like, say I took it at 11, went to bed at 12, which I don't even remember what time it was, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Went to bed at 12. I was still in bed for 3 hours, wide awake before I went to sleep. The sleep aid ain't helping either.
You should try those YouTube sort of hypno sleep things that they have on there. Like they just they it's kind of like a meditation, and they just run
like
you
the
through
guided
and breathing.
meditation.
Yeah, I find that I literally pass out within 30 minutes of listening to that.
Yeah.
I will say this
Yeah,
though.
those make me sleepy.
It was cold as hell last night. And
Oh,
then,
that would-
but you know what though? I had the heavy blanket, but I was still cold under that heavy blanket. But then my fat baby Penelope came and laid beside me, and her heat radiated through that blanket, and I was warm and toasty.
I love that.
My fat baby Penelope came up to me with her loud ass purring, going, "I got you, mama." And
I
heated
swear
me
they
up.
do know.
Yep. Yep, she sure did. Her little fat self. Her little
That's
heater.
so sweet.
She's my little heater.
Little water bottle.
Mm-hmm. She really is. That's my boo-boo. But yeah, that video was good. I thought the video he made was really good. I think he was right down the middle with it. He was like, yo, I don't really have an opinion, but this is what's going on. And I thought it was really good.
Yeah. No, yeah, I enjoyed that. I think I really do have to watch Willie Mack's one as well, just to get the full context of everything that's going on, like as you said.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm probably going to do that later on after I finish work and just sit there and watch that and see what's going on.
Hell
But
yeah.
other than that, it explained a lot.
It did. It really did.
Yeah.
Anything else before we get out of here?
Nah.
Are we good to go? Do we have anything to... I'm going live at 9, I think. I set it up for 9 o'clock. I think.
Nice.
Yeah, I set it up for 9. So I'm going live in an hour and a half.
Hell yeah.
Cool. And we're doing our 2 recorded episodes this week, so stay tuned. We're going to have them uploaded. We've got some really good topics that we want to get into, so...
Yep.
Yeah, come back for that.
Yep, come back for that. Next week's going to start with our 2 recorded episodes, so... All right, well, we're going to get out of here. Say goodbye, ladies.
Goodbye, ladies.
Goodbye. Okay. Now that I have y'all to myself, all right, and I got these bitches deafened, I'll see y'all on my channel at 9. Y'all have a great night. Bye.
Watch me. I'ma get it how I wanna get it, you don't get it. I can do anything, I don't got a limit. I'ma make my mind up, I'm committed. It might take some time, might take a minute. I won't give up, I don't give in a shit. I do what I want when I wanna do it. Call it a power or call it a gift. I call it persistence or driving some wit. I ain't no minute man. Good things take time when I'm in it, man. Give me some time and I'm with a fam. Now I'm gone too far from the beginning, man. I can teach you, but you gotta listen. I got lessons on lessons to give them. Think the masters are open and wishing and thinking and driven and cutting the ribbons. And they know they don't want it more than me. I work hard, they call it a disease. I work hard so I can go be free. But I don't work for anyone but me. But it didn't start like that. I was 9 to 5, didn't feel right. Had to get in touch with myself, get my mind back, to figure out what I want in this life bad. And I don't regret it, failed a lot, but I learned my lessons. Got new moves, new things, new weapons, and now I finally got direction. We ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life to go make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep doing. A new life, new you can choose it. Watch me. Let's go. Gotta really wanna catch hands, no face off. Everybody know I got plans to take off. Everybody know I got bands, no J's on. I'ma do life like me, no days off. I don't really care what you think about me. Hate filling minds up like a disease. Filling me with fight, some life energy. Knowing that I'm doing something right. If you hating, I just try to keep my mind real vacant. I took all my time in the basement. I spent half my life impatient. It was worth all the time and patience, huh? Get it? The way I said it. Never mind, I don't have time, forget it. You can read all my rhymes on Reddit. They need a feed and damn it, I fed it. I got my eyes on the prize. I tell truth, don't hear no lies. I don't take, I give and guide. I don't break, I live and fight. On the chase, I got the sight. Vision goals, I set them right. Working through the lonely nights. Worth it on the other side. If you try to make it fast, it won't last. Take a stab, make it bad. Face the fast, but still lag. Don't give up, don't look back. You got this, no stopping, no quitting, no stalling, no options. You're rolling, follow your dreams and find your calling.
We ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life, we gon' make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep doing. I know life, know you, you can choose it. Watch me.